Well, with a new Predator film out there, let's rank this franchise once again. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're going to rank the Predator franchise once again. But before we do that ranking, like, comment, subscribe. Join me here. Great, would appreciate that. Also, before we begin, I want to give a shout out to longtime friends, my buddy Mike and his wife Amber, for sending me this hat from Stoker's Brewery in Tamaqua, Pennsylvania. If you're ever near Tamaqua, Pennsylvania, stop on by and check Stoker's out. It's a cool brewery. They got some cool beer, some really good beer. And yeah, tell them that Brian sent you and he said hi. Now on to the Predator franchise right there. With Prey dropping, I figured, what the hell, let's go back through this franchise and rank this franchise. 7 films, so let's get into it. Number 7, Avp Requiem. Now, I remember when this came out, everybody was happy it was going to be a hard R-rated film, and then it dropped, and it's a complete raging dumpster fire of a film. You can barely see what the hell's going on in this film. The characters suck. The creatures, when you can see them, they look cool. The fight scenes between the creatures, you can't see shit. Overall, this is a huge missed opportunity. Amateur filmmaking, amateurly put together. It's a dumpster fire of a film, and it's not very good. So yeah, number 7, Avp Requiem. And number 6, the one that hurts me the most because of the talent involved. You had Fred Decker and Shane Black scripting, Shane Black directing, had a pretty good cast, and what we were given was a huge missed opportunity with The Predator. So at number 6, The Predator, which was very, very disappointing, a mess of a film. And yeah, at number 6, The Predator. At number 5, the first AVP, Paul W.S. Anderson's attempt to give us our first Alien versus Predator movie. You can have some fun with this movie. There's some cool action scenes. There's a lot of practical effects with the 2 creatures. There's also some really bad CGI as well. But at the end of the day, this is not a great film. You can sit down, turn your brain off, have a good enough time with it, but it is not a great film. But still, it's not complete dog shit. So at number 5, AVP. At number 4, Predators. This movie, I saw this in the theaters when it dropped. It's a decent Predator sequel. It's trying to go back to basics. It really was. Taking the world's most dangerous predators and putting them on this game preserve on this planet so the predators can come and hunt them. The cast here is pretty good. It's pretty eclectic considering who's in the cast. I'm not going to go through it right now. You can watch my review. It's on the playlist, the Predator playlist. Just search for that playlist. You'll find that review and check it out. But yeah, it's a fun Predator movie with some cool practical effects and not so good CGI effects once again. But at the end of the day, it's a pretty decent attempt to take our franchise back to its roots. So yeah, at number 4, Predators. At number 3, the brand new Predator film that dropped on Hulu that I just reviewed, Prey. I think it's a very solid film. I saw some reactions on Twitter. People are calling it a masterpiece of the franchise. I can't get on board with that. I watched a film. I thought it was a decent, solid Predator film. Is it as good as the original film? Hell no, it's not. It's nowhere near the heights of the original film. It doesn't reach those heights. But it is still a solid, well-made Predator film with some cool effects, although the CGI effects I could do without. And I think it has a good central performance by Amber Midthunder. I think she's really good in the role. And at the end of the day, it exceeded my expectations because I had none, but it was a pleasant surprise and I enjoyed it. So yes, at number 3, Prey. At number 2, and I'll shout this movie's praises because it's a fucking solid sequel. It doesn't get enough praise, but I'm going to give it some praise right now. At number 2, Predator 2. I really liked this film, and over the years, I've only even liked it more. I think it's a very strong sequel. Yes, Dutch is not back, and we have Mike Harrigan as our main lead, played by Danny Glover. But we got a great cast here with freaking Bill Paxton and we got Gary Busey doing Gary Busey shit. I love when he chooses shit out of scenery. The effects are really cool. Stephen Hopkins does a nice job with the action. It's violent as hell. This is probably more violent than the first film. The first film's pretty damn violent. But I really like this film. I think it furthers the Predator lore just enough, but we stick with the basics, and it just gives us a kick-ass Predator ride. And at number 2, Predator 2, which I still feel doesn't get enough credit for how good of a film it really is. At number 1, the best, the masterpiece, the one I don't know if we're ever going to top this film. The original, John McTiernan directed, Predator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and that badass cast. What a great film. I can't speak its praises high enough. The creation of the Predator itself by Stan Winston, masterpiece of special makeup effects. I love this film. It's not only a great action film, it's a great horror sci-fi film, and it still holds up to this day. The effects kick ass. At number 1, the original, the best, Predator. That is my ranking of the Predator franchise. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your rankings of this franchise is. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. I greatly would appreciate that. I'll be back after I get back from Nashville with some more reviews. That'll be coming up when I get back from Nashville. But until then, bye.